A Navy veteran in the hospital after a night on the town. He claims that he was targeted because of his race. Welcome to News 8 at 5. I'm John McKay.
And I'm Cynthia Aguirre. As Dallas police investigate that violent beating, the victim is demanding action from a popular club. Let's go live to Damon Fernandez with the latest. Damon?
Well, Cynthia, right now, both Dallas police and club management are investigating exactly what happened back here in this club. Jalen Bell claims he and a friend were already leaving this strip club when things took a very violent turn. His eyes black and bruised, ribs fractured, and body in serious pain.
My whole body is sore.
And Jalen Bell claims they're injuries he suffered after being attacked by a group of security guards here at XTC Cabaret in Dallas early Sunday morning.
People think it can't happen to them, and it can happen to you. And it's horrible. It's a horrible feeling.
During a press conference with his wife Logan and civil rights attorney Lee Merritt, the 24-year-old Navy vet and college student claims he was at the strip club with a friend who was visiting town. They were on the club's second level, preparing to leave when his friend had to use the restroom. Bell says while waiting, a patron in the VIP area put out a cigarette in their drink. That led to an argument. He says security first grabbing his friend.
The security guards told him, "Go on and you'll get it too." And he says, "Please just let my friend go." Next thing you know, he was grabbed by the trachea, slammed to the ground, and they began choking.
Bell claims it was a group of white security officers who severely attacked him while hurling racial slurs. With so many cameras around the club, Bell's lawyers asking any video of the assault be preserved and the security officers' names revealed.
I want to see these guys brought to justice, but I still have a lot of love in my heart.
Shortly after Bell and his attorney wrapped up a press conference outside the club, an XTC Cabaret manager and worker called police to the business. The company released a statement saying, XTC Cabaret Dallas has a zero-tolerance policy for any kind of discrimination. Our club has a very diverse clientele, equally diverse management and staff, and has been in business a long time. Our initial understanding is that this incident involved what was deemed to be an unruly customer. We are continuing to investigate the incident internally and ask the community to be patient until that is concluded. And Bell's attorney says he is planning to file a lawsuit against XTC Cabaret and each of those security guards once their identities are revealed. In Dallas, Damon Fernandez, Channel 8 News.
All right, Damon Newton.